What is up, Michigan Nation? It's your boy TJ Ronin. You can find me on the socials at TJ_Ronin. And Michigan has just landed Travis Johnson, big time playmaker, 6'4", 190 pounds, out of Chesapeake, Virginia. Big fan of this kid's game. Michigan got another good one, boys. This is one of my cycle crushes. We on our show we watch a lot of huddle film, and this is one of the kids who stuck out early for me. I have always been a fan of Travis Johnson from, I'd say, about late January, maybe early February. Shout out to Travis Johnson. Welcome to Michigan. Let's take a look at the profile here. You have 6'3", 185 pounds. It does say on the Hayes Fawcett graphic that he's 6'4", 190, so he's potentially has grown. Ranked 144 in the nation, 21st wide receiver overall, out of Chesapeake, Virginia. Goes to Oscar Smith High School. This kid is a big-time player, boys. Big-time playmaker player. Very good archetype, in my opinion, at the wide receiver position for the Chip Lindsey offense. We'll get into the huddle tape. We'll show you what kind of player he is. Big fan of his game. But this was a battle between Michigan, North Carolina, Penn State, and South Carolina. Michigan came out. Shout out to Ron Bellamy, who was absolutely crushing it. Between Travis Johnson, Zion Robinson, and Jalen Pyle, who we identified very early in the process, we are looking at a very strong wide receiver class who are going to be excellent weapons in this Chip Lindsey offense and also be valuable options for Bryce Underwood. Let's take a look at the scouting report right now. And this is one thing I want to show. This is a very recent evaluation. June 27th, this evaluation, so it's about as accurate as you could probably get. Well-rounded wide receiver with size, speed, and focus to emerge as a trusted option at the power forward level. Height and bounce suggests that he is destined to play on the outside, but is sudden and quick enough to win from an interior alignment with his slick route running. Attacks cushion with good surge off the line and can reach a top gear before changing course with full tilt cuts. Might not be a true power forward at the catch point, but can play above shoulder pads with his timing and body control. Will shed a tackle or two with the ball in his hands. Has surprising agility in tight quarters for someone of his stature. Missed time as a junior due to injury, but still finished the season with over 1,000 receiving yards before turning heads in OT7s finals this summer before his senior year. Rather narrow in the shoulders for a pass catcher. That's verified at over 6'3", but projects as a potential impact player on Saturdays and will work for his quarterbacks. Mature game could have him in the lineup sooner than later. What's also interesting is, as you can see in the scouting report, he says, he missed some time due to injury. Boys, he had 63 receptions for 1,053 yards and 17 tutties. We're talking about a high productive wide receiver who is over 6'3" with speed. I'm telling you, such a fan of this kid's game. Let's take a look at the huddle tape. Oh, my bad. All right, so the very first play, you'll see him on the outside. I do have, we'll show the depth chart here at the end of the video. I do have him at the X position, but he can play the Z and he can play the Y. Goes up, gets the ball, good body control. One thing you'll see in this video, one of many things you'll see in this video, is the body control. And he has good awareness. So I love this play, this end around here. This is what I envision in the Chip Lindsey offense. I envision Chip Lindsey getting the ball in his hands and making these. Chip Lindsey loves thriving in plays that are before the line of scrimmage or within the first 10 yards. He loves the short game because he believes he can get his receivers or his playmakers the ball in space, and they could do things like this, which is why Travis Johnson, in my opinion, fits this offense very well for Chip Lindsey, and especially when you have a quarterback like Bryce Underwood. And like, this is what I mean here. Look at this. Where is he at? Essentially the line of scrimmage. He's going to be in space, and he's the type of wide receiver who can do something with the ball in space. He has the wiggle. He has the agility. This is a playmaker. This is a true playmaker who is going to complement the Zion Robinsons, who's going to complement the Andrew Marshes. I mean, we are talking here's the body control. Look at the adjustment to the catch, guys. Very good. The DB does not have his head turned around. That type of stuff happens all the time. It just shows you this kid is a high IQ player. He has good body control, has good awareness. There's another play later in these highlight tapes where you will see he'll keep his foot in bounds. And again, to go back, where's he at? He's up just 5 yards up the field, quick turnaround up the field. And what does he do in space, guys? What does he do in space? Makes the play. And this is how he's going to thrive in Chip Lindsey's offense, man. Because what you're going to have is you're going to have DBs begin to load. because of Michigan's offense, right, in a power run game, you're going to have them start to load the box. That safety's not going to be able to help. So if Travis Johnson can burn that corner like you just saw, he's gone. Zion Robinson, gone. Andrew Marsh, gone. Jamar Browder, you know it. Jalen Pyle, right? So that's why, in my opinion, it's a bit of a myth that why this isn't a wide receiver friendly offense, because it is. Because when you think about Michigan's power run game, defenses are going to crouch the line of scrimmage. Okay, well, that's going to give these wide receivers the opportunity to make that play one-on-one, just like this, and burn the DB, right? Bryce Hunter was going to be cooking these defenses, man, because one of the things that Chip Lindsey wants to do is there's going to be a lot of run pass options. Okay, and I love this play. I love this. This is a big time play, boys. Look at the body control. Look at the balance. Never loses balance. Goes up, gets the ball. Amazing balance. Makes the tutty, dude. Like, this kid's a big time player, boys. I mean, really a good fit for this offense. Really a good fit for what we currently have. And this play too is, in my opinion, a very good play to show his IQ. He comes in, gets to the 5-yard marker, notices his quarterback's under distress, makes the play, continues the play. Look at this. Gets behind the linebacker. I believe this is a linebacker. Let's see. Oh, it might be the nickel. It might be a nickel. Gets behind the defender, makes the play in what space? Because that's where Travis Johnson thrives. If you can just give him a little bit of space, he's going to make the defense pay. And here's another play. Nice out route. What does he do? Turn up the field. This is an interesting play because in the college game, this might not fly. To turn up inside, I mean, you're going to have linebackers and safeties crashing down on you. But the point remains, he should have, in college, you're probably going to want to turn on the outside. But it does throw the DB off, which allows him to make the play and run upfield. But again, get this kid the ball in space. He will make it happen. He is a playmaker. He has good vision, has good awareness. He's the type of player you can trust with the ball in his hands. Like some wide receivers, you have to worry about them fumbling the ball, making a poor decision. Not Travis Johnson. No, Travis Johnson's a player who you can trust with the ball in his hands, who is going to make something happen, which is why it's a very exciting ad, in my opinion, for Michigan. All right, we'll do a few more huddles here, and then we'll get into the class, and then we'll go into the depth chart. But this quarterback is just launching. Now, this play is funny to me, and I'm going to tell you why. Look at where this DB's lined up. He is 8 yards off of Travis Johnson, okay? He is an off coverage. And Travis Johnson's about to cook him. Boom. Look at the gap. That DB, I don't know what that coach is doing, man. You're making that kid hate football. All right, because he just got absolutely cooked by Travis Johnson, who was already 8 yards off the line. It just goes to show you Travis Johnson's ability. DV, obviously a little slow-footed, obviously is not on the same league as Travis Johnson, but you see again here, Travis Johnson has the ability to get a step on the defender and make these plays downfield. Again, these defenses are going to have to respect the run. Well, guess what? When you have guys like Travis Johnson, Zion Robinson, and they're going to take tops off defense, or you're going to put them in one-on-one coverage with that DB, and they're going to shake them loose, it's going to make the running game even more effective, because now you're going to have to keep a safety high. You can't load the box. Well, guess what? Now Justice Haynes, Jordan Marshall, and potentially Savion Hyde are about to eat. That's what Chip Lindsey's offense really fits what Michigan's trying to do. Michigan wants the power run game. That's never going away. But these quick passing attacks with the ability to throw the ball down the field, it's going to create a nightmare for these defense. It's going to be fully, and this is the one I was talking about earlier. This is the awareness I was talking about. Look at him keep this foot in bounds. Touchdown is good. Look at is good. Yeah, Travis Johnson is that dude, boys. Big time get from Michigan. Let's take a look. There's still 4 more minutes on this huddle tape. You guys want to watch some more of this huddle tape? Check it out. Travis Johnson huddle for his 24 junior season. Actually, last one. We'll hit this too. I love this play too because he finds a soft spot in the coverage. And what does he do in space, guys? What does he do? Makes plays. Makes DBs trip up. Look at this. Look at this game. I love this play. They're going to be doing this in Michigan. We have a dude with Michigan is getting wide receivers who can make plays after the catch. Zion Robinson, Jalen Pyle, and our guy here, Travis Johnson, boys. I'm telling you, dude, Michigan is winning an Addy, bro. We're winning an Addy in 3 years. I'm going to say it until it happens because it's going to happen. Let's take a look at the recruiting rankings. Where we at? We are 7th in the nation, boys, at 20 already. 13 blue chips. It's really 14. They don't count the kicker. The kicker's a 5-star. We're counting it. He's a blue chip, in my opinion. One of the top 5 kickers in the nation. But look at this. We are only 10 away from Alabama. We have 2 big, very big announcements tomorrow. One is Dorian Barney, big time fan of his game. The other is Calvin Russell. We all know what that means. We all know how big and important and critical that recruitment is. Obviously, in my opinion, not even my opinion, but yeah, we're gonna move up past 6 tomorrow, and we're gonna be behind. You know who? You know who? Better watch out, Ohio State. Better look behind you because Michigan's coming up. Because there's some other players like Savion Hyder who are on the verge of also joining the Maize and Blue. So let's take a look at the class as a whole with Travis Johnson now added. Carter Meadows. It's so beautiful. Isn't it? Look at this. Carter Meadows, cornerstone player. Brady Smeagol, QB1. Excellent, slept on quarterback who has the ability to throw his wide receivers open. Honestly, if you have not seen Brady Smeagol's huddle tape, the very first play will show you what he's about. The very first play. Titan Davis, dog. Zion Robinson, sub 1,100-meter burner. Malachi Lee, the Hawaiian monster. Love having Travis Johnson. How are you, bro? Look at these wide receivers, too. 6'3", 6'3". Where's Jalen Pilot? I believe he is 6'1". 6'1". Yeah, we're not getting those small 5'10", 5'11" wide receivers no more, man. Matt Ludwig, the Montana Moose. Mikhail Blade, shout out to him, friend of the program. We had him on the show on Tuesday. So there's a little tidbit in that interview. Go check out that interview. He has a little something for you if you're interested in some maybe a little Easter egg, if you will. Julian Walker, excellent. Andre Clark, the playmaking corner who is going to capitalize. I promise you, Andre Clark is going to make quarterbacks pay for rushing passes or inaccurate passes because this kid's a playmaker. Julian Walker, absolutely insane to get Julian Walker. Julian Walker should not even be in this class, but Michigan did the unthinkable and pulled him away from South Carolina when his dad is a strength and conditioning coach for South Carolina football. Absolutely insane. That's how wonderful they did. Brody Jennings, good luck. Good luck in Florida. Bear McWhorter, big dog Bear, nasty, dirt nasty. Alistair Vallejo, unfortunately, slept on. This kid is a top 100 player. I don't give a shit. If there's a Buckeye watching, if there's a Penn State fan watching, Notre Dame, little brother Sparty, check out his huddle tape, and you ain't sleeping tonight. Your team is effed. Marky Walbridge, another dog. The very athletic and agile Marky Walbridge. This kid is he's got a lot of potential. The way Michigan's going to utilize him with the swings and the pulls, yeah, big time. And this is the class, boys. It's a strong class. It's a very strong class. Let's take a look at obviously, it's the 7th-ranked class in the nation. Of course, it's a strong class. Let's take a look at the depth chart as a whole. Let me pull that up here now. And here we go, boys. And this masterpiece is really coming together. This Van Gogh painting of players is really coming together. Damn. It looks good. Okay. So we already know we're absolutely killing it here. We are killing it in the trenches. I have Travis Johnson at the X. I do think he's better suited at the Z, but he can play the X. But we got Zion Robinson, who, in my opinion, is perfectly suited for the Z. All 3 of these guys, by the way, Jalen Pyle, Zion Robinson, and Travis Johnson, I think they're all versatile. I think all 3 of them can play each position. Honestly, and that's not always the case. Some players are more destined for X. Some players are more Y. They're all versatile. They're all quick. They all have the ability. They all have good size. I mean, it's potentially possible Jalen wouldn't play the X, but maybe. I guess I would consider Jalen more a Y and a Z. So I guess there's that. But the class is very strong here. Obviously, you guys might be asking, well, what is going on this back end? Well, Brian John Marie needs to get it together. But I will say, and I want to give a shout out to Josh Hinsky because he made a comment on one of my posts. Because somebody made a comment on my post about the concerns about linebacker recruiting this cycle, and the lack of, well, one, big time targets, and two, actually commitments. And I agree with Josh Shinsky here. This is actually a position of mine as well. But Josh Shinsky essentially said it's only July. Anticipate Michigan taking some swings October, November, and December, and just like they did last cycle, did they not? And I agree. I fully agree with that theory. I think Michigan is the foundation of this class is being completed by July into August. The reason why we're saying August is because there's Devon Benjamin, who's the number one cornerback in the nation, who Michigan is pursuing very heavily. It's an Oregon-Michigan battle. Apparently, Michigan has made a power move there, but we know how Oregon is. You have the Ellisons and the Knights going to war right now. Okay, this is like Game of Thrones shit. You have the Ellisons and the Knights. The two families, these billionaires, bro, they're going to war over this player. It's like Game of Thrones, I swear to God. And then you have, and then we got obviously Savion Hyder, who's going to be announced his commitment date very soon. And then tomorrow we got Dorian Barney, who is likely going to be replacing our guy Brody, unless Brody somehow stays in the class. I don't know. We'll see on that. And then obviously the Calvin Russell one, which is so serious. Yeah, Calvin Russell, we'll find out. 9:00 tomorrow night. John might be doing a live watch party for that. We'll see. I will be out. I have to go out to dinner for a birthday dinner, so I will not be able to do a live. I will make a video. I am going to make a video because I feel confident about Calvin Russell. I'm going to make a video. It's going to be pre-recorded, and then it'll be uploaded after. But hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I don't think I am, though. I've gotten, as of yesterday, I got word that the staff feels confident. Personally, I've received that confirmation myself. So we'll see, though. We know that Syracuse is lingering on the Calvin Russell front. We'll see. But at the end of the day, boys, regardless, this is an extremely strong class. This is a class that the fans should and will be proud of once they get on the field on Saturdays. Very good job by Sherrone Moore. Excellent job by Sean McGee. Excellent job by a lot of these coaches. We're looking good. Michigan is on the right trajectory. We are without question ascending as a program. And I've already said it, and I'm going to keep saying it because I don't give a shit. We're winning an Natty within 3 years, boys. We are winning an Natty within 3 years. All right, that is the end of the show. Our next show is going to be potentially a live commitment watch party tomorrow. But other than that, we have the Tuesday Michigan Wolverines live with myself and John Diadamo at 8 p.m. And then Thursday, we have the call-in show, 8 p.m. with myself and Johnny Olden. Appreciate you guys. If you have not liked the video, please like the video. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And as you already know, it is always go blue.